our Moms Get Real Q&A is going to focus specifically on how we can adapt our infant feeding and soothing routines and how we can stay healthy during this time. So let's get to some questions. This first one is from Valeria Pipia, who asks, can you give advice on social development for little ones while being isolated from friends and family? This is a great question because it lets me know that you understand how important early child development is and the role that parents and loved ones play in that process. Early infant social development is entirely focused on developing connection and bonding with caregivers. Talking, gazing eye to eye, singing, feeding, sleeping, this is the work of a baby, and these things only require you. Of course, we want friends and family to be able to visit when it's safe to do so, but I don't want you to have needless worry that your baby's early social development will suffer in some way if you need to stay isolated. Now, don't forget about gross motor development too. Tummy time specifically is both work and play for baby. Now, when baby is awake and calm, placing her on a flat, firm surface allows her to work her back and neck muscles that are going to be important for rolling. And tummy time is literally the first step in gross motor development while exploring social cues and interactions that are taking place in their world. So you are working on both social and gross motor development together. Baby will be perfectly fine and develop normally with just your love and care at home. So enjoy, connect, and play. Baby's social development can then expand with others when it is safe to do so. Next question is from Mara Talmadge, who asks, when is it safe to allow visitors? This is certainly the million-dollar question from my new families today, and all the family and friends want to meet the new baby. But the more I navigate this question with families, the more I'm learning that the decision to allow visitors is exceptionally unique to every family. Allowing visitors is based on individualized factors like the health of your own family, who you want to visit, if they have risk factors for illness, what you want the visit to look like, and how long the visit might last. This is all under the umbrella of the level of illness in your local community. So to figure this out, you want to lean into the experts, both local and national. First, ask your OB as he or she is preparing your family for your upcoming due date. That may offer some insights. I'd ask the pediatrician who is discharging you from the hospital what they recommend, and talk with that doctor about the type of visit that your family wants and allow them to blend that information with their local insight of local illness levels. Of course, it's important to be familiar with and understand current guidelines from the CDC and from your community health department, so you have to blend all of that information together to help make the right decision for your family. But I want you to know that even if you can't be together with each other in real life, there are ways for baby to safely interact and meet new people, like Zoom hangouts and FaceTime and voice recordings and personal picture books. And we've all seen the images of new baby being proudly shown to visitors on the other side of windows and glass doors. I know this is not ideal, but these can be very helpful ways to connect until in-person visits are safe. The next question, how to make the most of telehealth visits and what products to have on hand. Now, nearly all pediatric offices are offering virtual visits. So if you're interested in a virtual visit, please call your child's pediatrician and ask about what types of concerns would be appropriate for telehealth. In our office, some common examples would be simple wounds, simple illnesses, rashes and bug bites, for example, behavior concerns, sleep issues, development concerns, mental health check-ins, and of course concerns about illness exposure at home or school. Now, preparing for a telehealth visit is helpful to allow things to run smoothly. Some things I suggest you gather before the call might be a child's vital signs. This includes like a current weight and height, a recent temperature, or maybe knowing how fast they're breathing. Be ready to share all the medication a child routinely takes and any additional medication they were given to help illness symptoms. I also encourage families to write down the questions and the worries that you have. Virtual visits are often very quick, and I want to make sure that everything is tied up prior to ending the session. Now, as you connect, think about light and sound. Natural light is best. If the visit can be done by a window, that works great. Alternatively, maybe a bathroom, a bright bathroom light. You also want to choose a spot that will have limited interruptions so that we can focus on the time together. But that being said, we do like to meet the family pets and say hello to the other kids in the house, so that makes our job fun too. So just enjoy these visits and certainly keep your mobile phone handy in case we are disconnected. Now during these visits, we may ask what products you have at home to help your child. So keeping a medicine cabinet filled with the basics is a good idea at all times of the year. Things like fever reducer, like acetaminophen or ibuprofen, a long-acting oral antihistamine, basic wound care items, an antiseptic solution, oral rehydration solution. These are things that most families should keep in their medicine chest in case they are needed, and check every so often to make sure that they're not expired.